Welcome to this video on what causes panic attacks. So what is a panic attack? Anyone who's experienced a panic attack seeks the answer to this question. You may feel as though there is something seriously wrong with you. Your heart races to the point it feels like it's going to come out of your chest. Your hands sweat, your blood pressure soars, and the first thing that comes to mind is I'm having a heart attack. Or maybe I'm losing my mind or going insane. These are common feelings of someone experiencing a panic attack. The good news is you're not in any real danger or going insane. Then what is it that I'm feeling? Simply put, a panic attack is a chemical reaction in the brain due to a burst of adrenaline in your blood. Adrenaline is a hormone that is produced by your adrenal glands. When adrenaline is released in the blood, it gives us what is known as a fight or flight response, and is a natural reaction to protect us from a dangerous situation. What is a fight or flight response? Imagine yourself walking around a corner and someone jumps out and scares you. That feeling that you feel at that very moment is adrenaline. You get that instant rapid heart rate and a natural reaction to want to run from or hit whatever it was that startled you. When you are having a panic attack, you are not in any real danger, but your brain does not know the difference between a real danger and a panic attack. So in turn, your brain tells the adrenal glands you're in trouble and to release more adrenaline. This additional adrenaline just intensifies your feelings of anxiety and panic. And as you can imagine, this quickly becomes a snowball effect to the point you are in a full-blown panic mode. Once you are in a full-blown panic, it is very difficult to talk yourself into a relaxed state of mind. The key to this is to recognize when you are starting to feel the anxious feelings coming on, and to learn to control it at that moment, and not allow it to escalate into full panic mode. So what causes panic attacks? In most cases, the biggest cause of panic attacks is our own mind and our own way of thinking and dealing with stress. Everyone has stress in their life, but it's important to learn to control the level of stress, or at the very least, how we think about it and how we let it affect our body. Here's a little story about what caused my panic attacks. I can still remember when my panic attacks started in the early 80s. I remember I was 16 and had been drinking with a friend one night while my parents were out of town. After a fun night, I got up the next day and felt really weird. Looking back now, it was probably part of the hangover, but being the worrier that I was, I kept thinking it was something more serious. Up to this point, I had never had a panic attack before. Not knowing what it was, I really thought something was wrong, and it all went downhill from there. I continued to stress about the feeling that I was having, which in turn intensified into severe anxiety and soon reached the point of a full-blown panic attack. When I look back now, I can see exactly why they started, but at that time it was very real and very scary. The reason I shared this little story is to show how my thinking and worry caused me anxiety and panic symptoms. There was nothing wrong with me that day, but by worrying about how I was feeling, I created something wrong that took my life into several years of hell. If you'd like to see my full story, you can see it at seewhatcauseespanicattacks.com/mystory. Again, seewhatcauseespanicattacks.com/mystory. So again, what causes panic attacks? Below are some of the things that can lead to anxious feelings and additional panic attacks. Bad diet. Eating poorly can decrease mental alertness as well as cause you to feel weak physically. Vitamin deficiencies. Being low on certain vitamins can cause you to be tired, irritable, depressed, and have mental restlessness, which can also lead to panic attacks. Excessive caffeine. A lot of caffeine can lead to an anxious state and a physical jittery feeling, which can feel a lot like panic symptoms. Lack of exercise. Exercise releases stress and excessive energy and helps to clear your mind. Excessive sugar consumption. Eating a lot of sugary foods can cause spikes and drops in your blood sugar levels, causing anxious and panic type feelings. Going to previous panic attack locations. I know that if I was to return to a location that I had previously had a panic attack, I was way more anxious and fearful that it would happen again. So what do we do? As we have learned that panic attacks are for the most part a thinking error, it is important for us to learn to get control of our thoughts and to change our thinking patterns, and to also realize what we are feeling is adrenaline due to fear that really doesn't exist. Now I know what you're thinking, that's easier said than done. I know from personal experience that it's not easy to get control of your thinking, and especially during a panic attack without some help. Check out our website for more tips and articles on how to cope better with your anxiety and panic symptoms. You can visit us at seewhatcausespanicattacks.com. If you'd like a free PDF of this presentation, you can go to seewhatcausespanicattacks.com/download20. I hope that this short video has given you some insight to your panic symptoms, and remember, you can beat this.